how to use this book and boost your preparation. If you are a PG aspirant, FMGE aspirant or NEET PG aspirant, I must tell you this. How to use this book and add value to your preparation, add that extra edge into your preparation, and basically make this whole process of preparation a little easier. Hello guys, if you come across this video as a YouTube suggestion and you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Sure Success Magic, the new 15th edition, the lifesaver book for NEET PG, FMGE and INICET exams. I am Dr. Ram Gopal, a full-time ophthalmologist and author of the book, and I've been mentoring PG and FMGE aspirants for many years now. Before I go ahead, I must thank you all for the wonderful feedback you have sent about your first impressions of the book. That inspires me to work a lot more harder for you guys. 90% of you will already be using one or the other source for your preparation. So I'll be talking mainly about how to use this book along with your existing sources. The other category which people have been inquiring about is how to use this book as your primary source, since this is quite a strong and robust source of preparation. I'll be talking about this a little bit towards the end and I'll make a separate video about it also. I guess majority of you will be using the online modes of preparation like Marrow, PrepLadder, etc. And some of you will be using offline modes like DAMS, Bhatia, etc. if you have the time. By etc. I mean all the new options which are out there, you might be trying those out. And some of you may be using a combination of both offline and online modes. And we know that the RR, BTR, etc. are very popular now. So the one requirement which everyone has is whatever you read or whatever you watch or whatever classes you attend, you want well structured notes at the end. And many of you would have already bought the notes also. So what I suggest is whenever you read any topic in your notes, immediately read this from the book Sure Success. So what I mean by this, suppose you're talking, you're reading about rigor mortis, or you may be reading about lichen planus, or you may be reading about anti-glaucoma drugs, or you may be reading about brachial plexus. Any of these, immediately you read this in Sure Success. So what does this do? Number one, it gives you a source of instant revision, and number two, whatever you read gets immediately reinforced and consolidated in the mind. It is like instant revision is happening over there. And see, already in the book I have included the PYQ information, I have included potential future questions, and you will find once you do this that the book is sufficient to a great degree for most of the topics. How effective is Sure Success Magic? I would say about 80% for most subjects, for some subject even 90%. So no source is 100% effective, let me tell you that. Whatever source you give me, I can always ask you some question which is not there in the videos or which is not there in the notes. But then if you have in your hand a notes which is about 80 to 90% effective, it means you have something good in your hands. See, annotation is a key part over here. So if you find anything extra in your notes, add it to Sure Success. You might find one or two points. Rather, reverse may be true. You may find a lot more information in Sure Success which you will end up adding into your notes. So that way you will have something very strong in your hands which forms your base book or your primary source over here. Now, there may be some of you who are very busy either with internship, or you may be having full-time jobs, or you may be parents with young children, and you may not have enough time to attend full-time offline classes, and you may not be able to watch all the videos. So such category of student end up doing MCQs more, that is they do the PYQs and Q bank. So you guys have been asking me how to use this book along with that. It is the same principle over here. The principle remains the same. Whenever you do your Q bank, whenever you do your PYQs, you will end up reading the explanations. Immediately read the corresponding topic in Sure Success. So the same annotation works here also. So either from the explanation to this or from this to the explanation. But if you're reading only the explanation, not reading the notes anywhere else, you'll end up adding whatever little extra info you find into this. So Sure Success becomes your best source for study and in future for revision also. This is a very popular word these days. Annotate. Your YouTube influencers are using it. The rankers are using it. Even I have used it in this video. I said Sure Success Magic is very self-sufficient, but if you find one or two extra point, annotate it. But where do you find this topic in the book to annotate? Suppose you are reading something like Lichen Planus, or you're reading about the triangle of dome. So how do I find it immediately in the book? That is where your index comes in. There is an index of 104 pages which I have given, and this is downloadable also. This picture shows it over here. The index can be downloaded, both topic index and regular index. So just with the search function, you can find the topic within like 1 second in your phones with the PDF in your phones. The reason I cannot give this topic index and regular index inside the book is because it will add around 140 more pages. The book becomes thicker, and again you have to flip through the pages and try to find the index. Here you can find it in like say 1 or 2 seconds you can find it. And believe me, this is something which is very useful. We have put a lot of effort into making this index. Even small things like last year PYQ, you are doing reboxetine, you want to see where it is, you will find it in instant. Or you are trying to find a new drug for postpartum depression, zuranolone, where it is, you will find it in an instant, and it helps a lot. So I hope this short video gives you some direction about how to use this book. Just try using it in the method I mentioned. I'm sure all of you are already doing it. In fact, many of you have commented on my YouTube videos and on my Instagram saying this is how you are using it. Believe me, you are using it probably in the best method possible. And then there are many of you who are asking whether should I be using notes and this, I'm short of time, can I use this book as a primary source? I have dealt with that in the next video, which I'll be uploading probably immediately after this video or within a day. Just go through that. That will answer many of your questions. All the best, guys. Study well.